So if you paid any attention to Madonna over the last year or so, you would have seen her very strange appearance, her Photoshop pictures, all of the weird plastic surgery, cosmetic procedures, whatever she's done to herself has seemed very, very strange to a lot of people. It's made a lot of headlines. So people noticed her weird looks at the Grammys and had a lot of things to say about that. And apparently she took notice of that and she didn't like it. So she had this to say on Instagram. Instead of focusing on what I said in my speech, which was about giving thanks for the fearlessness of artists like Sam and Kim, many people chose to only talk about close-up photos of me taken with a long lens camera by a press photographer that would distort anyone's face. I mean, seriously, is that the line we're going to use? It was just the lens? So it was the lens, it was the angle. We have tons and tons of pictures and all of your weird TikToks that people have seen, your other weird pictures on your Instagram. Like, all there are weird pictures, distorted pictures. Are you going to blame all of the lenses, all of the cameras? It really doesn't make any sense. She has clearly had a lot of things done. To make matters worse, Madonna also is dressing up like Willy Wonka combined with an Oompa Loompa. You know, it's like she looks like she's always wearing a Halloween costume. So when you add these things together, yes, it is jarring. People are looking, people are thinking that's weird, it's bad. Then when you add to that her weird behavior, the whole thing is an utter nightmare. Once again, I am caught in the glare of ageism and misogyny that permeates the world we live in. A world that refuses to celebrate women past the age of 45 and feels the need to punish her if she continues to be strong-willed, hardworking, and adventurous. Look, the spectacle that Madonna presents has nothing to do with ageism or misogyny. There are plenty of women in their 40s, over 45. And by the way, why are you setting the marker at over the age of 45? You're like over the age of 60. But anyways, plenty of women over the age of 45, in their 40s, even in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I mean, look at Cher, look at Jane Fonda. But like, Madonna is not one of those people because of all the plastic surgery, because of the weird outfits, because of her weird behavior. It gives a massively creepy vibe. And then when you want to talk about misogyny, it has nothing to do with misogyny. If you look at a lot of these comments, I mean, a lot of the seriously the most harsh comments are probably left by women. But who knows? It's just very easy to give this excuse or to throw your hands up and take no responsibility and just say, oh, it's just because of ageism, it's just because of misogyny, that's why people are saying this. And I'm sorry, but strong-willed, hardworking, and adventurous, that is not what you're being criticized for here. I have never apologized for any of the creative choices I have made, nor the way that I look or dress, and I'm not going to start. No one's really asking you to apologize, but when you do look the way that you look and you present yourself that way, people are going to react, and presumably you want people to react to you. I have been degraded by the media since the beginning of my career, and I understand that this is all a test, and I am happy to do the trailblazing so that all the women behind me can have an easier time in the years to come. In the words of Beyonce, you won't break my soul. People just think you look really weird, and people think that you're acting really strange, and people don't like it. So all this other stuff, what are you talking about? You're trailblazing for what? You're trailblazing for excessive plastic surgery? You're trailblazing to dress up in like these bad, weird Halloween costumes? I mean, I have nothing against Halloween costumes. When you put all these things together, it's very scary. It's like Chucky vibes. I look forward to many more years of subversive behavior, pushing boundaries, standing up to the patriarchy, and most of all, enjoying my life. Look, I am all for you enjoying your life. That's fine. Many more years of subversive behavior. No one really cares. Pushing boundaries. What boundaries are you pushing? We have tons of weird people already. Like, you can look online. There's this thing that happened called social media and the internet. So you're not doing something that's unique. The only unique thing about it is you were once considered cool, and now you're considered more of a creepy fool. And standing up to the patriarchy, it's like, just throw that into every little blurb that you want to say, every little pity party you want to have. Just throw in ageism. It's just ageism. It's just misogyny. It's just the patriarchy. Just blame every part of reality for how strange people just think that you are. It's just a natural feeling that we have as animals, the animals that we are, that when we see something that is scary and creepy and grotesque, we have a certain reaction to it. And the only people who don't have that reaction to it don't have it because they are super fans of yours. They just simply worship you. That worship is what has created this strong sense of denial in you, that you no longer feel that you are like a human being, and you think you're supposed to be worshipped as something else, and that everything you do is supposed to be admired, and it's just not. This whole thing that she wrote on her Instagram really gives you insight into how deluded she is, that she thinks she's so important to culture and boundaries and trailblazing. Like, she's doing nothing. You want to be celebrated for just acting like a degenerate. Like in this video that she even has with this paragraph, you can't even tell, like, what is she on? She's just acting totally out of it, but it's pretty gross. It's pretty gross.